Y'all, I told y'all that this K situation was getting wilder by the day. Well, Tasha K has revealed that Asri has not been coming home at night. Okay, we're gonna get into my commentary on this, but before we do, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into the commentary on this. Baby, I knew this situation was gonna get crazier and wilder by the day, honey. I mean, I thought we seen all of the craziness from the two families going back and forth on social media to K and all his crazy excuses, you know, the whole council excuses for K. K's supporters going, you know, bugged out. But no, honey, Tasha done just, I don't know. She done put, I don't know. She done revealed, honey, some tea tonight. I just was watching a video because my supporters was like, yo, like, listen to this part about what she's saying about, you know, Joy and Ass. So I'm like, okay. So the video gets to the part where she starts to talk about Joy and Ass. You know, first she started talking about, you know, the Michelle lady and, you know, the Dom situation. And how she, you know, she tore that lady up. A lot of the families, I kind of felt like what TK was saying, because it's like, okay, why are you putting out so much of your daughter's business? So I did agree with TK with what she said about that, because some of this stuff, like I said about the T.I. situation, some of this stuff is embarrassing, and some of this stuff do not need to be disclosed to the public. And it's like, you know, how far are you willing to go with telling your daughter's story? So I did agree with TK on that. Like, I feel like, man, why are you telling all your daughter's business? And once again, I was saying before too that they're glamorizing being a Vic, and that's why you see a lot of these people, you know, they walking down red carpets and all this other rigmarole. You got folks hollering out that they on the Hollywood, you know, Boulevard or on Sunset or whatever, but they can't afford a hamburger, because this is the type of situation that is being breeded in America. You know, the glamorization of being a Vic or whatever, which is unhealthy to me. So I agree with TK on that. But honey, the part that got wild that TK done dropped the boom boom on this whole situation. The part that was wild was that she revealed that Asri was not coming home to the apartment. I was like, ooh. See, I felt it, that this was going to happen because of how free that she was feeling or looking in that video. Remember, she, you know, she had just started using, you know, her phone or whatever, and she was you know, with her tongue out, cancer season, trying on all them clothes, you know, the little hair flip, the Ivy Powell little flip over little method with her hair. And I've been saying for the longest time, when I was trying to make a you know, please with the public and to Angelo, that his daughter is a very attractive girl, okay? So it's, you gotta really be careful with that, because he was saying that, oh, I gotta insulate her, and I was like, insulate her with the likes of people that was around people like Kay. Like, I wouldn't even want nobody affiliated with, you know, that was affiliated with Kay around your daughter if that was the case. Well, apparently TK, when she done dropped them receipts and dropped the tea on this whole situation, she was saying that Asri was not coming home at night to the you know, to the apartment, and that Joy was the one telling Kay on the line, okay, on the phone, that she wasn't coming home. And you would think, because it seems like Az is Kay's favorite, maybe because she's, you know, musically inclined, she's, you know, beautiful songbird and all of that, that he shared much of a connection with her. And also, you know, you got to look at it. She's a beautiful, melanated, brown, you know, kind of cocoa complected, you know, nice hair, you know, beautiful face. So he probably wanted to more so keep her to himself. That's what TK was saying. TK was saying that she was the favorite, and that, you know, Joy was just, I don't like, you know, putting, you know, any woman down in any type of way, but basically that Joy, he had Joy basically kind of for everybody. That's what she was saying in a realistic type of way, which honestly, I really didn't like, calling it that. But a person like Kay, you can't really put it past him if that, if he was doing that. Because I feel like that's possibly something that he could have been doing. I just think that it's just, I kind of feel like it could be damaging to the girl's self-esteem if she hearing that about herself. You feel what I'm saying? That's something that, when I did the video about Joy, I kind of felt like maybe that was one of her apprehensions about maybe going home in the first place. When you have been done by, a man like that, it's only human to feel some type of shame. But honestly, like, I feel like serving the Most High God, I know he's a redeemer. So, can't nobody really look, or look at her or look down on her, because it's a lot of people, just because, they stuff is not on front display doesn't mean that that's what they was doing. So I didn't like that whole, comparison of the two girls, because, the whole situation, the HOE situation is just, I don't like putting down women. So I'm going to just say that. But it was very interesting because it seems like Joy is the more, I guess, in this situation, looking at it from how she described it, would be the more loyal one, because she was, still at the apartment, and she was basically calling Kay, according to TK, saying, hey, Asri is not coming home at night. And now, mind you, she ain't on the visitors list to go and see your boy. Okay? She ain't on the list. But Asri is on the list. And she is out probably. I'm telling you, the way she was dancing, trying on them outfits for the juvenile and the nine. Honey, I'm telling you, she probably turning up somewhere. I mean, at the club. Okay, at the club. She's probably at that club, honey, and it's a lot of dudes, probably tired of Kay and his old man energy. She probably wants some of that young man in her life, okay? And her being attractive, and if she got that phone, honey, I can only think of some things that's on that phone. Snapchat, Instagram, Tinder, a lot of dating apps, and you probably just want to get into all of the things that you couldn't do because you was with this old fuddy-dud. You feel what I'm saying? This older guy like a K. So you probably want to get into turning up with your friends, or, being with a younger man that probably have a little bit more energy in certain areas. Okay, I ain't gonna get into it, but y'all know certain areas. Okay, somebody that's going, be your speed, okay? So I was like, yo, so he had her on his list to see her, to see him, for that first 90 days. But the one that's at home is Joy. This is crazy to me, y'all. Tasha done shut the internet down with this tonight, honey. She done shut this internet down tonight. Then I was getting hit up, and they said Angelo was on live going in on a blogger. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to have to look further into that. If y'all know, y'all let me know. But he was going off because he was saying that somebody was saying stuff about his daughter. And I knew this. I felt in my spirit that this was going to happen. That she probably was, both of the girls, they missed out on a lot of their, young, youthful life or whatever. So maybe Joy is maybe a little bit more scared. Maybe she's a little bit more scared to go home because of, things that people could find out about her and things like that. And also, if he was, doing a little bit more to her, she's probably a little bit more fearful and don't want to seem like she the one that was disloyal and just left. Honey, as Reese said, honey, I got to turn up on a Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. She is like, honey, I'm living my life. Because that's what I already knew when I seen her with that Cardi B sticking that tongue out and cancer season. I already knew that, honey, She done got a phone. She was able to use that internet, and she was like, "I'm tired of this, honey. He ain't." Honey, when they said that he might possibly spend that natural life in there, honey, she said, "I'm free. I'm skating all the way to freedom, honey." That's what she said. When she was trying on them clothes, I already knew. When you seen her shooting the video, "I love such and such and such," and she was shaking her head, and she was out at night on the video recording. Y'all remember that video? Y'all let me know if y'all remember when she was saying that she loved Kay and that people need to stop telling her, I guess, to go home and all this other stuff she was saying on that video. If y'all remember that, leave that down in the comment section below or in the chat. But when she was out at night, we knew then. Some of y'all was saying it. I'm like, Asri has been let off that hook. Now, the part that I'm a little nervous about is the Shy is nowhere for nobody that is young and naive to be, okay? So if you was a person that you was with this man from the time you was a teen to now, that definitely, the Shy is a high level type of time, and I wouldn't suggest nobody really raise no kids in the Shy. That's just me personally. Like, I would not want to raise no kids in the Shy. I love my people from Chicago, but just looking at things that happen, and me being from, a big city myself, that's a high level. And if you ain't from there, that's a little advanced for you. You could be from a small town, go to a big city and get, turned all the way, y'all know, out. So it's just, to me, and then too, typically if you don't go and get no counseling immediately after dealing with somebody that is like a toxic individual, like a K, and then you just left to your own devices, you don't get no counseling, ain't talking to nobody, who you think you gonna run into the arms of? And honey, she got that body, she got that face, and honey, them dudes be like, "Oh yes, oh yeah, oh yeah, Kay, that old dude, let me show you something. You could be as free as you want with me," and then they'll sucker you into another situation. So I'm praying for her. But the part that had me was the fact that she was like, Joy been on that phone telling him, "Oh, she ain't coming home at night." And so what TK was saying was that, she was, I guess Joy was telling Kay that she needed money for the bills, so he had a friend drop off money to the lobby. And basically he don't have no control over them no more. So the only way left is, if she don't want to go home, right? So if she wants to stay, and in order to stay in that type of city, you need money. Any major city, you need money. Anywhere in America to live, you need money, okay? You need money in the world, period, if you want to have like a lifestyle or whatever. Or, just to have a decent living, okay? So he like, okay, boom. Don't give her half of the money. Hold the money until she comes talk. I guess she talked to me on the phone, and I'm like, oh, so he doing it like that. I don't know what's gonna happen next with this situation, y'all. It was wild, because when I got on Angelo live, Angelo was going in, because people do be up there saying wild stuff about these people's daughters, and that's the part that I'm not in agreement with. These young women, unfortunately, they got linked up with the wrong type of dude. It happens, you feel me? It don't make nobody better than no other person, even if they, have, even if Joy, hear this or whatever, and she had to mess with whoever. Like, it's people that they got, they think that because they haven't, performed certain things, that they're better than her, or that they're better than certain people. But you still, in the eyes of the Most High, could be equally responsible as somebody who has done acts or whatever. So that's all I'm gonna say. It all has to do with spiritual, different spiritual rules and regulations, and ain't nobody above God's universal laws that he has for people. No matter if they believe or they don't believe, they still apply. Whether you get with it or you don't, it still apply. So I just think like that, that people just be, speaking so reckless about these people's daughters, regardless of whether I agree with the parents or not and how they go about stuff. People still, you still have to have a sense of humanity to where, this is hurtful for people that their daughters is in this type of situation. Now, do I agree with how some of the parents went about things? I don't. I don't agree with how they went about things, but I mean, I feel like it's disrespectful to be calling their daughters all kind of names and, different stuff. Like, especially with the Asri situation, we know for a fact that she was, not necessarily at the age of consent to be messing with the likes of a K. But I think that he really had, like, maybe love for her because she reminded him so much of, maybe, I would say even Aaliyah, because she was musically inclined like Aaliyah. You feel what I'm saying? The Joy situation I feel bad for because she was off at college and, she just kind of threw her college career away and got suckered in by this person. And just to think that this person could have had her, messing with different people and really just didn't care. But this is why I feel like we need to start talking to our young women and telling them to put themselves first. Self-love is everything. You have to put your best interest first, because a man, and I'm not saying all men, but a man will only do what you allow. A man will use you if he knows that you are open to be used. You feel me? So, like, parents, unfortunately, they kids get older and sometimes they make choices, and then sometimes you just, as a parent, all you want to do when your child is older is, remediate the situation when they make certain mistakes. And that's what I see some of these parents doing, because some of these parents was not in agreement with with what their kids was doing, and then some, they just had a certain naivete. That's what we seeing, and this is just wild, honey. I think that as want her freedom, honey, and she done found it. She got her phone, and honey, if you a beautiful looking woman and you on social media apps or whatever, it be dudes just at your disposal. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but it be dudes lined up. Like, they be in the DMs, they be wanting to talk to you. And that's the part that I'm nervous about for her, because she was young when she first met Kay. And then now you got her on the loose in a city like the Shy. Come on now, that's wild. And she ain't come. She like, I'm kind of happy because she kind of probably maybe waking up like, I'm done with this situation. If she's, I would say, not coming home to that situation, like she's wanting to explore, what she should be doing, like moving on past the situation. But I think it has to be done in a healthy way. And that's my concern about it. That's my only concern about it. This, to me, I think she probably, honey, with somebody. It's bad girl fall, honey. She is probably out, meeting new friends, meeting, maybe a new love interest, and I hope that it's not somebody that is as toxic as, like I said, Kay. But this is what happens, I think it's hitting her when she's coming to the realization that Kay is gonna be gone, honey. He is going to have to answer for things, and now he done paid for, certain attributes that she got on that board. She is like, I'm about to take this for a spin. I'm enjoying myself. I want to, laugh. I want to have fun. I want to dance in the mirror. I want to do the Ivy Powell, little hair flip over. I want to feel good. I don't have to, come home when this dude say I could eat what I want, go where I want. So I think that's what we seeing with the ass situation. I think Joy is just more so holding on to the last little bit of this situation, because it could, it could be a lot of stuff mentally going on. It's just when a person has you caught up all that time, you could feel like, you know, you start to form a love for that person. But honestly, I really don't think that he really, you know, cared for Joy like that. I mean, I think that's what Tasha K, how she put it, but I think how she put it was so harsh. I think really, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think Joy may have been looking for love. I don't know. Who knows? But it's definitely not there with Kay. It's definitely not there. You could clearly tell he didn't put you first on the like Tasha was saying, on that visitor log to see him. He's asking you about, you know, Asri or whatever, and it's just like, go home and enjoy your life. I'm sure that her family is waiting for her. You see, her sister is very prosperous, you know, social media influencer, living her best life, and I feel like she could have that, you know, the same, if not more than that. You know what I mean? So this whole situation, honey, by the day, I tell y'all, it gets crazier and crazier. I will be updating y'all and giving my thoughts on this whole situation, honey, as we go. Cause it is wild. I'm gonna find out more about these other situations too. But it's just wild to me that I kind of feel good, but then I kind of feel concerned at the same time. So we'll see as this situation develops. It's KingBritneyChanel. I want y'all to take the time to leave a thought in the chat right now. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Did y'all see this coming or what? Because y'all called it. My subbies, y'all honeys, y'all called it. Y'all said, honey, she is finna be out taking herself for a spin. And I can't blame her, you know, as a youth. Like, you shouldn't waste your time on no man. I feel like, you know, if he is about to be done, you know, I think that she should get counseling. I think that maybe she's getting back to her life, back to the reality. Like, I get to, you know, be on my phone. I get to, you know, dance to my favorite song, let my hair down. But I'm just not for the people calling, like I said, the two females out their name or whatever. This is an unfortunate situation that you know, a lot of young women get themselves into, you know, with naivete of, you know, parents, and, you know, naivete on their own part. And, you know, unfortunately, this is what we seeing. But there is, you know, life after that. I think that both of these beautiful young ladies can have life after that. Like, I mean, God is a redeemer. He's a healer. And can't nobody cast no stones at nobody to be sitting up there calling these girls HOEs and all of that. Because even if you form a thought that's off in your mind and you never mess with a person on a physical level, that still will make you just as bad in the eyes of God as a person who is out here doing that with multiple people. So these people out here running their mouths about these girls, they need to chill. But, you know, that's just my little 2 cents on that. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know I'm getting ready to close up the chat. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. Come shop with me now at my Teespring store, KingBritneyChanel Couture. I provide custom apparel and so much more for an affordable price. We have items like leggings, t-shirts, and hoodies. So thank you for shopping, and I hope that you enjoy. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.